I really love the Talking Heads song, We're on a Road to Nowhere. And there are two roads to nowhere in terms of trying to get more happiness. And those are comparing and competing. And comparing and competing, I think, are very similar, because when you compare yourself to somebody else, you're kind of competing. So it's always a bad idea to find out what somebody else gets paid, because what if it's more than you get? And the thing about comparing and competing is that you'll never win every time. So if you start comparing yourself, there's going to be some that you lose, and you're going to focus on those, and it's going to make you unhappy. So my friend Toby lives in a really beautiful house on the edge of London. It's worth about £5 million. But he's not happy with his house because his brother has got a house that's worth 20 million. And we were talking about this, and I said to Toby, why compare yourself with your brother? You know, you're only going to lose if you do that. Why don't you compare yourself with me? Because my house is only worth about £500,000 at the most. And so Toby's house is worth 10 times mine. So I said, why don't you compare yourself with me? Then you'll feel good. And he said, you? Why should I compare myself with you? He said. He said it like that. And I was thinking, because then you'll feel good. So it's interesting, isn't it? But of course, he doesn't want to compare himself with me because that's too easy a victory. So he compares himself with his brother, who then makes him feel unhappy. So comparing is just not a sensible way to go. Just be happy with your wonderful house that you've already got. And by the way, I'm happy with my house, even though it's only worth a tenth of Toby's. I'm fine with that. If you start comparing and competing, you're going to lose some of the time. Even Roger Federer loses sometimes. So you're never going to win all the time. So when I was younger, I used to play squash quite a lot, and I got quite good at squash. I could beat nearly all my friends. But what I found was that as I got better, it was less fun playing squash with my friends. I used to have a great time when I wasn't very good, just whacking the ball around and laughing and things. But as I became better, it got more competitive, and the matches I played became real needle matches, and I used to enjoy it less because it got so competitive. And I still used to lose about half my matches because I could beat all my friends. I used to play at a squash club, and then I still used to lose half my matches because there's always somebody better than you, however good you are. And I remember thinking I could just choose really weak players and then just beat them. But what would be the point of that? You know, you want to have a good match, you want it to be close, but that means you're going to lose 50% of the matches. And it does hurt to lose a match, of course. So if you're playing squash with the objective of winning all the time, you've got to either fail to do that and only win half the matches, or play people who you know are not very good, in which case it's a bit of a hollow victory. So there's no point in playing squash to win. You should play it because you enjoy the feel of whacking that ball. So you've got to enjoy the game. And you're more likely to enjoy the game if it's less high-pressured, if you forget all this stuff about trying to be the best and trying to win all the time. So I think the essence with everything, whether it's playing squash or your house or your friends or whatever, is be happy with what you've got. Don't even think about other people's situations. Don't ask other people about how much their house is worth or how much they earn. Do everything for yourself. So if you go on holiday, don't compare it to other people's holidays. Just enjoy that holiday. Be happy with the house that you live in. Don't start comparing your house with other people's. And similarly, your car. Love your car for what it is and what it does and what it's like. Don't start comparing your car with other people's and thinking, oh, he's got a better car than me. If only I could have a car like his. And similarly, the diamond ring you've got. It may not be the biggest one around, but it's yours and it's got those sentimental memories that go with it. Even your dog. Don't start comparing your dog with all these pedigree dogs. Just love your dog for the dog that they are. So it's not about being better than somebody else's. It's about just enjoying it for what it is. No more comparing and competing. It's a road to nowhere.